We put the Cadillac motors with the Cadillac chassis in there, and we put 2 trucks down on top. But wait, I got more option. So you see this funky space right here?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah, that would be okay.
Right, so we could cut it a little bit more. See, I like the look of this one a little bit better.
Yeah, I do too.
Without that gap.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Birds will build nests in there.
Welcome to the Farm Truck and Asian YouTube channel.
Where it is what it isn't.
I'd like to get this up on some jack stands so I could take some measurements. The whole gang's here. We are cutting this cab to fit on this Cadillac Eldorado frame.
What?
We got to get rid of some metal, and then we're just going to try to fit it down on here. We're going to have to cut these cab mounts right here out of the way, a little notch over here, and then it'll sit right down on the frame rail, because the frame is much wider on this Cadillac than it is on a C10. Here's the C10 frame over here, much narrower.
Oh
right?
yeah, way narrower.
Right. We're gonna figure this thing out. I ain't a welder, I ain't a metal fabricator or anything like that, but it's been kind of cool for me because it's just learning to work with different materials. It's steel instead of wood.
I'll weld up some wood.
Look at this crazy transmission. This is the Cadillac 500, regular bell housing with the torque converter in it. Then there's this crazy transfer case, and there's a giant steel belt in there that's going around here. But the transmission is all backwards, right? Coming down through here, right? Here goes the speedometer cable, and then the shifter's way down there. But then the diff, it's right up front, right? The diff is this big. Yeah, this is it right here. But it's just a weird deal. Now, I think Cadillac was the first American car that was front wheel drive. Can you imagine how heavy these Cadillacs were and how well they got around in the snow being front wheel drive?
Oh, do you want to show Lou the model?
Yeah, you can go get it. Get the 2 little camper shell pieces too. Those cabs were pretty rusty. We had to go through and patch the metal in, and we're not doing it the right way, which we don't really need to do it the right way because this is just going to be rough and ready. As you can see, all this rot that's in here, right? We can't replace all of this, right? Look at it, it's just rotten as can be, right? So what we did is we just bent some steel, right? And just patched it in and welded it where there's good metal all the way around. And we'll just let the rust be the rust underneath this good sheet metal. It's gonna be there as long as I'm gonna be on this planet. So this is no SEMA build. This is none of the above. But we have this cab and we have another cab, and basically the concept is
It looks so funny.
this rendering right here.
Wait, feels like I put it together wrong.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
It's like the picture we were
Yeah.
looking
Did I
at.
put it together right?
Okay, so
It's like a puzzle. You look at the box, you're like, wait
Yeah.
a second.
so we took a couple of die casts, right? Farm truck die casts, and then you can open up the doors, right? But the mad scientist did this,
It's so
and
confusing.
I would have just cut the damn thing in half and looked at the outside, but the mad scientist,
Oh, it's a
he cut the seats
Oh, he's
it's
even
a
got.
cutaway.
and made it look like,
Oh, it's got the buckets.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was a bench seat, and he made it into buckets,
okay.
right?
Oh, he
With
cut
the old
bench seat
cutoff
in
wheel,
half.
right? Which is really cool because I wasn't for sure where we were going to put our fuel cell, but now that we see this, we know that we can put a fuel cell right there,
Okay.
and another fuel cell right there,
Okay.
right
In the-
behind
in the
each
passenger
seat.
seat.
Man, look.
Yeah.
Now, Another suggestion could be you could run the fuel cell. They make them vertical, right? It could fit between the seats there.
Oh yeah, we could.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like if you can't find the spot.
Okay, that's a good idea.
It would
I didn't
fit.
think about that.
They make them skinny, right?
Right. Well, we're not going to have that fancy filler neck that most of these trucks have.
Oh, well, okay. Filling it might be an issue.
Right.
I mean, in general.
Right.
So
when we take this thing to the gas station to put gas in it, and people see that we're putting gas inside the cab.
Someone's calling.
Right.
You got to park it in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you fill it up from both sides.
Yeah. They're gonna look at them like, you know what? It's
Let them go.
not today.
Let them be.
Yeah. But.
Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
Is that what's gonna happen in real life?
I hope not.
It's like Herbie, you know, when it falls, when it cracks.
It's just so weird looking.
It's weird.
It is so weird looking. So is that where, like, this is going? So this doesn't have the rear pillar,
You're
right?
gonna cut that, I guess.
Oh, no.
Eventually.
We're going to cut these cabs in half and join them together.
Okay.
It's
Weld
funny.
them
So
together.
no pillar.
But as funny
Right.
as this looks, it looked worse with just the cabs. For some reason,
Yeah.
it looked like you just sat two cabs on the back of each other, and this looks like it could be this looks like a Chevy too. This looks like the Chevy.
It does kind of look like a Bronco or a Blazer or
Yeah.
It makes you
does
think,
have
what
that,
is
that
that?
Bronco look? Yeah.
what is that? I've seen it.
I've
Now
seen it.
wait a second. Did GM make this?
I saw
Is this
it.
from the factory?
Nah, you saw it on mushrooms.
You're right.
You licked the toad and that came out.
Now I was just going to put the cabs back to back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we could have cut a little bit of the cabs off and then joined them together.
Okay.
Okay. And I wasn't sure that I wanted to do all that work until I saw that.
Oh, gotcha.
And we have to do that.
Man, you almost have to do
You know?
that. What will be the wheelbase?
Like,
a Volkswagen?
well, the wheelbase.
No, you'll be
Let me tell
you'll be
you.
about an average.
Well,
Oh.
what is the?
It's going to be 4.5 inches. That's
so
the wheelbase.
what's the die cast size of it? A 20th?
Oh, that's 1/18th, I
One,
think.
so
All right.
you could do the math and get close.
But now,
Yeah.
all right, 4
You could.
and 7/16.
You're gonna be
That's the wheelbase.
You're actually gonna be about a little bit longer than a short bed, a little bit shorter than a long bed. That's what I'm gonna get a guess. Cause I mean, take this and just put a bed on it. You're about short bed. Your short
Okay,
bed says.
hold that right.
So what's
in
that
the
like?
center.
Is that like about
there.
95, 98 inches or something like that?
Okay, that would make sense. Ooh, that seems short. Volkswagen's 90.
Okay, it's going to be about 120 inches long.
Oh, that's long bed.
Going to be wheelbase. That's
Yeah,
long.
That's long.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's longer than I
So,
thought it was going
Go
to be.
120.
Huh?
Go 120.
120.
Go 120.
Oh, you want me to go all the way out here?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah,
Which,
dude, you're
which
long
isn't
bed.
too terrible.
Okay, then what's this? Let's just measure this.
Oh, there you
Why
go.
do you think this is fun?
Well, this part. What's wrong with this tire? What's wrong with this?
It's about to explode. Okay.
Where you at?
128.
Yeah, so a little bit shorter than a long bed.
Yeah.
Longer than a short bed.
And whenever we cut these things in half, it's going to be weird to see if each cab is made the same, because one of them could be made at GM
Canada.
Yeah,
Right.
one of them could be, you know,
Okay.
down in Texas. When we replaced the A-pillar on this one, it was different,
Okay.
right? And I cut it and had to do a little bit of patching because it was different.
Courtesy of Jegs.
That's right.
Got those in there.
Oh yeah.
Or those rust covers?
Yeah, they're $20.
Yeah, you just slip them right on.
Rust covers, yeah.
And they're relatively easy to do.
If you're not looking for show quality, right? If you're not looking for show quality and you're
Right.
putting together a hot rod,
Yeah.
that's perfect, right?
That's right.
And then you've kind of.
But then they have a different one.
they do.
If you're looking for show quality,
You can buy better.
right? You
versions.
can get the weld-in version.
You can.
you know, or whatever you call it.
That's right. Yeah. You can spend as much as you want.
That one goes from here, this seam, all the way to this seam,
Right.
and you get the whole thing.
Okay.
Right? But for what we're doing, this is perfect.
because there's no latch system, and the doors are gonna come together like a saloon door. You're gonna have to build a latch system on the inside, huh?
You know, I'm not even worried about that right now.
What?
Because I'll be building that in my sleep.
Oh, okay.
And I'll
okay.
wake up with the idea of exactly how to do it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I gotcha. That's
right now, I need to get this cab down on.
Fast forward a year where I fall out of the pasture side doors.
while we're doing donuts. Yeah. The saloon door.
Make it to where we can split them apart.
Oh, that was a thought?
Yeah, that was the thought is that we may make it to where, you know, we put some titanium on the back.
Oh, okay.
Something that will skid well.
And then they break apart?
They break apart and they just sit on the ground.
Gotcha, that's a fun
And then
idea.
you can just drive.
let it drag. Okay.
Which, you know, the sky's the limit on this deal.
Yeah.
We could have them to where they break apart and they individually drive.
Yep.
But, you know, I only have so much life left, guys. I'm 61 years old.
You know what, let's go ahead and do that.
This is our neighbor right down the street. He builds amazing cars.
Why have we never
Yeah.
visited him?
Yeah, MRC. Mother Road Concepts,
Ooh.
right?
Long name.
His name's Levi.
Levi.
Oh.
And dude, he is a car builder. All right, we ready?
Waiting on you for about a year.
Yeah?
Hey, I grinded all that off, and now I'm ready.
There we go.
There you go. There's the product of my hard work.
All right, let's try it out.
You need a retread on these right here.
I try not to turn it on the concrete because it just wears it out.
Oh, yeah.
If I got to do a 180, I'll go out there in the gravel and 180.
Gotcha.
Keep an eye on your frame right here, okay? And hey, we may have to cut it again. I don't know. I've never done this before.
Good on this side so far.
In. Right there. Now come in.
It might go your way a little bit, but I think it'll land.
All right, try it right there. Go down.
Oh.
I probably have to go
What
back
happened?
a little bit.
Huh? Oh, we're way forward.
Yeah, you have to go back.
Oh, that's
Oh.
the line right there?
We got to remove that whole cab corner because the frame turns, right? So pick it back up. We'll do another little nip tuck right quick. Right on now.
You gotta do everything twice.
Pick it up. You get me another cut-off wheel? Cut-off wheel?
Did you start with a mini one? Or is this a bigger XL size?
Well,
That's true.
That's what we started with.
we have the 6-inch, which there's supposed to be a guard on here, but I can't get anything done, and I pay for it, you know? I definitely do.
In pain.
But our job is to make these smaller.
That's true.
That's our job,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, let's see what Give that a shot, Nick.
There's no
All right, let's try it again. So I always save these because you might have a tight spot you need to get into, you know? All right, here we go.
My way a little bit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, come on in now.
And then give it a shove in the front there, Farm. Yes, sir.
Come on in.
Perfect on this side. You're doing it.
This back still needs to come this way. Yep.
Okay, come on in. Somewhere in there.
Yeah. It may still hit the frame. You want it to kind of sit on the frame?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's pretty good right there.
Is that what you were looking for?
No.
Oh.
We got a couple more cuts. We'll dial it in.
Okay.
And then we'll try to make our transmission tunnel,
Okay.
you know?
But that's how it's gonna look.
Pretty much.
All right. So that's a C10 cab on an Eldorado frame.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's like the front wheel drive was like from 68 to 76. After that, it was no more. Cadillac. I'm sure that they did other front wheel drive stuff, right? With like corporate motors and stuff.
Oh yeah. Once they went to the DeVille, everything went front wheel drive.
Right.
Yep. Once it went new car stuff.
You know, whenever these 500s came out in 1970, they were high compression. They made 400 horse. All the hot rodder guys, that was the thing to do. Actually, from way back in the 50s all the way through the 70s was to get a Cadillac motor, throw it in a lightweight car, and then you got a hot rod. Essentially, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, no difference.
Right, we're just copying the guys from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I bet it was hard to not spin the tires.
Oh, with all that torque.
Had to have been.
Well, they made over 500 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
So after the gas embargo, right, they started taking compression away. So by 1976, they were 190 horsepower.
Right.
But still, the torque was way up there.
Right.
You got to move a heavy car.
Can be pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I think so.
You're not gonna know the difference.
Hopefully it works. Hey, FarmtruckandAZN here. Thank you for sticking around and watching our YouTube videos.
Since you're a viewer and hopefully a subscriber, drop by our website, okcfarmtruck.com, and use discount code FNAYouTube to get 10% off your next order.
It's our way of saying thank you.
All right, guys. Well, I gotta go to work. I got my second job.
You got shit to do?
I already got my uniform on. You know?
Oh, loose tire service.
Yeah, I gotta go to my tire
you
shop.
gave him that. Yeah, you gave him that. Good.
Loose tire service.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Damn it, we lost him.
He's got to go work at the tire store.
Rubber Lou.
Hey, you know, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Rubber Lou.
We're gonna need some good used tires.
I got
Burnout.
those. I got those.
okay.
I got those.
This whole time?
Yeah. It just started. I just started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just started.
Well, save them for us.
I will.
Right. 15s. We're gonna need 16s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna need
Let's just
all,
go.
all
Keep going.
sizes.
Keep going up.
All
Yeah.
sizes.
26s. We know you got the
20s.
I only have 13s right now. So I'm gonna have to find these other sizes you guys
All
want.
he has is 13s and whitewash.
That's all I got.
Nick, don't laugh at that.